Greetings, my brothers and sisters. Well, we're coming to you from inside the feed shed again today. This is the fourth take of this video. I was trying to do it outside next to the fire, but then the wind came up and the smoke just kept blowing in my eyes and in my face, and we couldn't do it outside. So we moved inside to the feed shed again today. We got some progress on the feed shed. We got the metal roof all on this week. We got all the backers in so that we can get get it insulated and then get all the board up on the ceiling and the walls. We got it wired also for plugs and lights in here. So we're moving along on that. Well, I wanted to talk to you today about something I saw this morning about food scarcity and food shortages again. I saw a thing this morning on an intel brief that 1 in 7 countries right now in the world are suffering some sort of food rationing. Shelves are bare, shelves are getting bare, prices are going up, so you should have already been for over a year now stacking it to the rafters. If you haven't been, it's still not too late. You need to start stocking up on food. You know, some of your basic staples: rice, beans, pasta, canned meats. Beans alone and rice alone is not a really good, not a fun meal to have. So, you know, tomato juice added to some rice or some beans can make it into a different type of soup. You know, make vegetable juice, bouillon cubes, chicken, beef bouillon cubes. Stock up on those. You know, stock up if you got freezer space. You know, fill your freezer. The price of meat and chicken is going up, and it's going to keep going up. But if you got room to stack it, you know, you can just fill them up, and you know, get all your you know, and that's sugar, flour, anything that you need and use in your daily life that you know that you can get now and that you can afford to. I'm not telling you to go out and go broke. If it's in your power to spend some extra money every week to get some stuff to fill the pantry, do that. Years ago, every house had a food pantry, and you know, you went to the store, you know, every week. I remember my mother going every week, but we always had enough. Where if we had a major snowstorm come in, or if we had, you know, a hurricane come through and, you know, power's out and wires are down and we couldn't make it to the store for a week or two, there was always food in the house. It's not like that today at most houses. You know, my house, I could go for quite a while if we never had to leave here. But, you know, all sorts of beans too. You know, we keep lentils, we keep red beans, we keep, you know, the mixture for I think it's 16 bean soup that we bought. It's Goya. It's they sell the pack and it's got all the beans for a 16 bean soup in it. You add some beef bouillon to that. You cut up some chicken. You put some chicken in that. It's great. You know, all types of canned pastas. You know, they're really reasonable. You can, you know, buy cans of spaghetti sauce. You can, you know, stretch a meal with that. You know, meal stretchers are great. You know, if the price of bread goes through the roof and you got flour, you make your own bread. My wife makes bread all the time, and it's better than the bread that you buy in the store, and you can control what's in it. You know, you don't have all the chemicals in it. Also, we use, you know, natural products and a lot of organic stuff. So most of our diet is different than a lot of people. But you know, you should already have all your seeds. You should be having your garden should be all planned out. It's the beginning of April, almost mid-April. You should be starting to work in your garden, getting your prep work done, getting your gardens uncovered, starting to make sure that your tillers work, that you're going to be able to get it done. Make sure, you know, if you're going to build, you know, a new garden area, start getting it going now. If you're going to build raised beds, get everything built so that, you know, we're in the Northeast here, and you know, rule of thumb is usually the last frost, or we plant around Memorial Day. I start getting, you know, like lettuce and the kale and Swiss chard and all that in. That'll be in beginning of May. All of our root vegetables will be in. You know, we'll have our onions planted. We'll get our potatoes in the ground. You know, carrots, parsnips. You know, all that stuff will be in the ground where frost isn't going to affect it. If we get a light frost, we have frost covers also. We're going to build some cold frames this year so we can extend the garden season out. In a little bit, I'm going to go out. I'm going to stake out where the greenhouse is going. We're going to build a 12 by 10 by 12 greenhouse this year. We're going to get that up and going. You know, it's when we things just didn't work out. We didn't get it done this winter, so we can't use it this year. So our seed starts are going to be in a makeshift greenhouse that we're going to put together to get seed starts going so that we can get all of our plants in and hopefully have some plants that we'll be able to sell up here on the farm to make some extra profit to cover some of our gardening expenses. Fertilizer. This year, fertilizer is going to be really hard to come by. Russia is the #1 exporter of fertilizer in the world, and there's already saying there's going to be shortages. But if you grow organic, I don't use fertilizer. You know, we go to the farm, we get composted cow manure, we have a big compost pile here. We take, you know, if we have a chicken or if we have turkey for dinner, and, you know, after we're done eating it, we take the carcass, we throw it in, we boil that down for bone broth, we can the bone broth so that we have starch for soup. And then you take and you process down the rest of the carcass into bone meal, and then you can add that into your garden. You know, save all your coffee grounds, save all your banana peels, your egg shells. You know, it's all stuff that you can put in your garden and use it to fertilize your soil. Bees we're having a problem with bees. We're trying to get bees up here so that we can get our own pollinators in, because a lot of times it's tough to get bees. So we're going to plant a lot of flowers this year. Also, we're going to plant a lot of you know, colorful flowers that will attract the bees to the garden so that we can hopefully get better pollination. We started picking up the fruit trees this week. We're putting in peach, plum, more apple trees, and pear trees. We got more blueberry bushes in, so we're extending the blueberry patch out. I got the area set where we're going to dig it all out, clear it down. We're going to build a nice raised bed. We're going to put strawberries in so that they're raised up, hopefully above the rabbits, so that they won't get them. I don't know if that'll happen. The area is already all marked out. We're starting to build stone walls around it to build a raised bed. We're going to have a raised stone area that's going to be raised bed gardens on each side of the greenhouse. One is going to be a good sized asparagus patch, so that we love asparagus. That way we can just go out and pick our own asparagus and then, you know, eat it fresh and can the rest. And then we're going to grow a very, very good size. Last year we did all of our herbs. We did a lot of basil and chives, and we did some dill and some other herbs. We did them all in pots. But this year we're going to put a big herb garden in. And we'll have all our herbs out there. We're going to dry as much as we can, and so that we can save it for use throughout the year. Our garlic is doing great. Our chives that we already got planted are doing great. My wife found something online. I don't know what site she was on, but about these hanging garlic beds, where there's planter boxes that you can hang on the side of a building or side of a fence or something, and you can grow your garlic in there. And you can tear them up the shed so that you can have them going up the wall a little bit, so that, you know, you can have numerous ones up there. We're going to put them on the side of the feed shed and on side of the back side of the chicken coop and on the side of the chicken coop. So we're going to build them. I'm going to build French cleat system for them, though, so that we can take them down so that the boxes can be cleaned. You can do maintenance on the building, wash the building, paint the building, whatever needs to be done. And at the end of the year, you can take the boxes down, so you're not on a step ladder or a stool. You just take the boxes down, bring it over, set it on a bench, harvest all your garlic, get it set to harden off so that we can put it up for the year. But there's a lot of possibilities out there, and it doesn't have to be as scary as, you know, a lot of people are making it out to be. I'm not trying to fearmonger. I'm not trying to get anyone afraid. But, you know, you might start seeing more empty shelves in the grocery store. Your prices might start going up. But you don't realize what a great feeling is when you can walk out your back door, or walk out your front door, or your side door, or where your garden is, and harvest fresh vegetables, bring them in the house, put them on the table, and have them on a nice healthy meal. And then you can take all your excess vegetables, you can bring them in, you can process them down, you can can them, you can put them up so that you got them stored for the next year. There's a lot of possibilities, a lot of things is going to be going on, a lot of things we're going to bring to you. I'm going to start doing a lot of woodworking. We're going to start putting some simple woodworking projects on here. I was sitting and I have a slide. It's a slide together. They either call them a Viking chair. I call it my mountain man chair. But it's a couple of boards and a couple of cuts, and it's real simple, and it's a comfortable chair just to lounge in. We're going to do a quick video on that, how to build those. So I'm not going to be doom and gloom and you need to buy food and you need to do it. we're gonna go through. We're gonna show you the progress coming up on the gardens, on the greenhouses. Next video, I'm gonna bring you down. We cleared last week almost a half acre of land where we're gonna be putting our mini orchard in. You couldn't even walk in it. It was so, with bittersweet and just vines, other vines and pickers and scrub brush growing up, and we got all that cut out of there and dragged out and put in a pile. And then we went in and we cut, I don't know, I've lost count of how many, small pines and maples and ash trees we cut down that were all under 10 inches in diameter, to make way. And then we selected, cut out, and we kept some of the healthier looking maples and that were bigger, and we're gonna get everything around that so that next year we can tap those trees and then we can make our own maple syrup. And we got some nice birch trees up there that we're starting to get crowded in, so we're actually gonna we're clearing around those to give them some more air and some light into those. They'll grow better, because I want to tap those next year also. Sorry. And I want to make a birch syrup, or a birch tonic. It's very healthy and very good for you and very tasty. And hopefully we get some chaga growing. It's past time for harvesting chaga right now. Winter time's the time to do that, but chaga tea is very good. It's very healthy and beneficial for you. We have a lot of we do a lot of elderberry tea and a lot of different elderberries here also for the immune system. I'm going to look in to see, if elderberries will grow here, and if they will, we're going to plant some elderberries so that we can start, harvesting, making our own elderberries and elderberry tea. And, we're really big on trying to boost our immune systems and keep ourselves as healthy and physically healthy as possible. We're all exercising and trying to do the best that we can. I'm back on my 75 strong. I might do one of these. I might try to do a short. I've never done a YouTube short video, but I might try to do one and explain about this 75 strong diet that I'm on. But the long and the short, we're doing, it's a 45-minute inside workout a day, lifting weights, and then we're doing a 45-minute outside minimum workout a day. The outside workout's been usually an hour to 2 hours, cutting, dragging brush, and just really pushing and getting our stuff done. But I just wanted to check in, talk to you about a little bit of food preparedness and what you can do to start stocking your pantry. And we're going to talk real soon. And remember, failing to prepare is preparing to fail. Have a good week coming up, brothers and sisters.